Hey guys, Malcolm here with Survival Know-How, and as they say in Game of Thrones, winter is coming. So you know what that means, right? You got jackasses who don't scrape all the ice off all their windows, you got slippery-ass roads, you got fools who don't know how to drive in snow and end up in the snowdrift, and then they cause a huge backup and you're stuck in it for hours and hours. But look, you guys don't have to stress this year, you don't have to worry. Why? Because you subscribe to BattlBox, you're smart. This is Mission 10, which is all focused on building your emergency vehicle kit. Stay tuned. Alright, so let's jump right in. The first item that we have actually contradicts what I just said. The very first item is not focused on the emergency vehicle kit. Everything else is. But the first item is a tactical stocking. Very cool, man. Getting into the festivities of the season. So, I gotta be honest, man, I've never seen this before. I didn't even know they had tactical stockings. I've seen tactical coffee mugs. I've seen tactical pens. We've gotten a few of those. I've never seen a tactical stocking. But this is pretty awesome. I'm hanging this thing up. Maybe it'll inspire my wife to get me some cool tactical shit for Christmas. But as you see, it's got some Molle gear here. It's got a little spot for your Velcro patches. Pretty heavy duty zipper right here. So this thing, it's not practical, right? There's no practical purpose for this whatsoever. This is just cool, it's badass, and it's a lot of fun. So there you go, this is the tactical stocking. Alright, so next up we have a pack of Black Rifle coffee. Alright, so again, not quite focused on emergency vehicle preparation, but I swear the rest of the box is. So one cool thing about Black Rifle coffee is that 1% of all their profit goes towards the Gun Right Advocacy Group. Gun Rights Advocacy. So one cool thing about Black Rifle Coffee is that 1% of all their profit goes towards fighting for our gun rights, and they're big supporters of the Second Amendment, and they're out there fighting the good fight, keeping our right to bear arms. So next time you guys need a little pick-me-up before you go shovel the snow in your driveway, keep in mind Black Rifle Coffee. Go check them out. So the next item we have is a BattlBox PVC patch. Very cool. We've gotten a few of these from them before. I've got a little collection going up there now. And finally we have a BattlBox edition. And wouldn't you know, this PVC patch just happens to fit perfectly on your tactical stockings. What a coincidence, man. It's kind of like they planned these things out or something. I don't know. Alright, so now on to the first real item in your vehicle emergency kit. And that is the survival tabs. This is a 12-pack. What these are little tablets that are packed full of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, right? All your macronutrients, and then also have a whole bunch of vitamins as well packed in there. And I am sure, I can almost guarantee you that they probably taste terrible. But you know what, man? It's enough that'll keep you going. And they said that one pack of this will keep you going for about 24 hours. All right, well, let's give these guys a taste, huh? So these pills are a little large, and you do have to swallow these whole, okay? You cannot chew these. You have to swallow this whole thing all at one time. You know, it might be a little challenging. You just kind of melt some snow and help you along. No, I'm fucking with you. These things are totally chewable. Do not try to swallow these. So it smells like chocolate protein powder. Wow, that is actually not bad at all. That is surprisingly good. Yeah, it tastes like protein powder. Like if you ever work out and go to the gym and get the protein powder, it tastes like if you were to just take a scoop of protein powder and pour it in your mouth. That's exactly what it tastes like. Man, I'm very surprised. Survival tabs, guys. These actually taste halfway decent. But man, I'm impressed. I really was expecting this to taste terrible. You know, most emergency food does. But this tastes just like a protein powder if you're going to work out or something. It's a little dry. I kind of get stuck in your teeth a little bit. So these things take up almost no space. You can store these for years. And if you get stuck, you know, in one of those traffic jams that lasts for like a day, you know, you'll be happy that you have something that you can eat, something to put in your belly. So survival tabs, go check them out. All right, so next up we have Heat Factory Large Body Warmers, and we actually have 2 of these. So these are just like the hand warmers that you see all the time. You know, you can stick them in your gloves or whatever, and they have ones that go in your boots as well to keep your feet warm. And these are the larger version, all right? So you can kind of, you break it, you do its thing, and then you can kind of rub it all over yourself to keep you warm. Very cool, very practical. I've actually already got these in my Jeep. It's one of the things I keep in there. These could definitely come in handy if you're stuck in a bad traffic jam because, you know, a 10-car pileup and you have to spend the night in your car in the middle of winter somewhere. You want something to keep you warm, aside from just letting your car run and essentially probably run out of gas eventually. So some body warmers, very cool, very practical. So last up in the basic box, we have these flare alternatives. So what these are just glow sticks, right? You crack these open, they start glowing. So these actually come with a little stand. You slide this on there, and then you can prop it up just like that so everybody can see you. This is awesome. I actually have glow sticks just like this in my Jeep already. I've got a whole bunch of them. I like these a lot better than the flares. So let's say you do have a car accident, and then you have some oil leak out, or you have a gas leak. Do you really want to flare kind of all around your car? No, man, no way. That's really dangerous. And another benefit is, let's say you get stuck in your car for overnight or even a few days, you know, God forbid, you know, you can crack this open, you can use this inside your vehicle. This doesn't have to be outside your vehicle like a flare does. So very cool. I use these, well, I use something very similar to these. I just use glow sticks. But these are supposed to be flare alternatives. I like it a lot better. Go check them out. We get 2 of these in this battle box. So guys, that is it for the basic box. Let me just recap. You get the 2 flare alternatives. You get the 2 body warmers. You get the survival tabs, which actually taste halfway decent, surprisingly. You get some coffee from Black Rifle Coffee. And you get your survival stocking with your BattlBox PVC patch. So that is the basic box. So now we're moving on to the advanced box. And the first item is it's ingenious, right? This is one of the things that everybody out there is gonna say, God, why didn't I come up with that? That's so simple and such a great idea. All right, so what we have is Zip Grip Pro. No, Zip Grip Go. Zip Grip Go. So what these are essentially heavy-duty zip ties with nubs on them, and you put them in and around your tire if your tire gets stuck in the snow or the mud or a puddle or something, and it just gives it that extra traction, right? So we've all been there, right? Our cars get stuck in the snow or the mud. We try to throw some sticks and leaves down, maybe some planks, just get it some kind of traction in there, and it usually is a big mess and a real headache. So what it is, it's just a series of zip ties. Like I said, here are the heavy-duty nubs, and you just stick these around the one tire that is stuck. There might be enough for maybe 2 tires. So this is something that you do after you already get stuck. This helps you get out of being stuck. So ingenious idea. I wish I would have come up with this. It's so simple, but it's such a great idea. And you know what, man? Something like this would make a great Christmas present for everybody in your family. Right? If they have a car, you know, this is a great addition to their emergency vehicle kit. So next up in the advanced box, we have the GI Type Mechanic Tool Bag. So, you know, now you got all this great stuff for emergency vehicle kit. Now you have to have a place to store it, and that's where this comes in handy. So we got a pretty heavy tool bag here. It looks like it's great quality. This would be great to store, you know, flashlights and tools in there. Your little hand warmers, your survival pellets, maybe even throw a couple bottles of water in there if you can. So very cool, very practical. You know, it's small enough and compact enough that it won't be that much of a hindrance just to keep this little bag inside your vehicle. So that is it for the advanced box. So recap, we got the tool bag here, and then we got the Zip Grip Go tire traction kit. Very cool. All right, so now onto the Pro Box. And I think the Pro Box has some of the most practical items in this whole box. These 3 items should be in everybody's vehicle. You have no excuse not to have these 3 items in your vehicle. So first up, we have the First Alert Tundra fire extinguisher. So this is fire extinguisher in like an aerosol can, right? Just like a spray paint can. I've never actually seen this before. That is very cool. You know, we're all much more familiar with this type of can than we are like a fire extinguisher. We have to pull the pin, you got to do all this stuff. So very cool. All you do, pull up the cap, you shake it a little bit, you spray at the base of the fire. Great addition to anybody's emergency vehicle kit, a fire extinguisher. This is a great idea. So next up we have a 20,000 pound, 20-foot tow strap. So guys, worst case scenario, you hit some black ice, you do a 360, end up in a snowbank. Not good. What do? Well, you can call a tow truck, that'd be $400 or $500, or you just wave down a Good Samaritan in a truck, you pull this out, you hook it up, bam, you're out of the snowdrift, piece of cake. Or you guys can flip that, you can be the hero, you can be the Good Samaritan. See somebody stuck in a snowbank, you pull over, you hook them up with this thing, and you pull them on out, bam, you're instantly hero, and you're the man, because you are prepared. So there you go guys, 20-foot tow strap. Great item to have in your emergency kit. So the last item is something that every single vehicle should have, and surprisingly most of them don't, and that is jumper cables. I don't understand why people don't have jumper cables. Like, batteries die, man. It's just what they do. They don't last forever, you know, and a lot of times it's not even the battery, it's user error. Somebody leaves a light on, somebody leaves their car open or the trunk open or something, and it drains the battery, or it's just cold weather and it drains the battery, right? Batteries die all the time. Like, you should be prepared, should have jumper cables. So that is it for the Pro Box. 3 very practical items. You got the fire extinguisher in a can, you got the tow strap, and you got the jumper cables. All 3 of these things will make great Christmas gifts for your loved ones and your family members. So it's now time for my favorite time of the month, and that is the Knife of the Month time, or the Pro Plus box. So this is the SOG Seal Strike with advanced sheath, right? This is like straight out of the future. This is like a 2030 edition knife, right? This is a pretty cool, very aggressive looking survival knife. So here it is, guys. This is a very, very scary looking knife. It is very aggressive. All right, so the blade is partially serrated right here. It's got what's called a clip point down here. It's got some jimping here on the back for a better grip. It's also got some jimping down here. And it's got a great grip for stabbing as well. So this is kind of a tactical knife, right? You could use this for fighting if you have to. So it has a 4.9-inch blade that is made out of AUS stainless steel, and it's got a plastic handle, which really cuts down on the weight. So the total weight of the knife is 5.6 ounces. And even though it has a plastic handle, it doesn't feel cheap, right? This feels like a very high quality handle. It's got some metal strapping here on the handle, and it's got a lot of ridges here for a great grip. Alright, so the sheathing that goes with the knife is actually just as impressive as the knife itself. It has some very unique features I've actually never seen in a sheath before. So to start off, it's very aggressive looking, just like the knife, and it has a lot of slits here for you to be able to lash this onto whatever you want. Also has a clip here for your belt. So let's stick the knife in here. So one awesome feature to this, it has this metal slide here that opens up and exposes a small portion of the blade. And that is for you to be able to cut 550 cord with very easily. And then that closes back up like that. So another awesome feature, it has a built-in sharpener right here at the tip, so you don't have to worry about your blade going dull. And then last off, it also has a ferrocesium rod. So we've seen ferrocesium rods before in knives, but this one is actually built in right into the spine of the sheath. So you use the back of your knife here, and you can throw a shower of sparks pretty easily. So these 3 features, man, the ferrocesium rod, this little slide here for being able to cut rope with, and then the sharpener built in right here, are all pretty unique. I've never seen this style of design before. It's kind of a minimalist design, but it's also very aggressive still, and it's all very lightweight. So this is just a beautiful, beautiful knife, very aggressive, very, very cool. This is the SOG Seal Knife with advanced sheath. So that's it, guys. That is everything in the BattlBox Mission 10. A bunch of great items to give you a head start on building your winter emergency vehicle kit. If you guys want to get your own BattlBox, I highly recommend them. It's a great company. Their items are always very high quality, and it's a great way to discover new items, right? I like this tactical stocking. I've never seen this before. You know, that is awesome. Or this badass knife, right? This is got some very unique features I've never seen before. So BattlBox.com, they have 4 different tiers of boxes that you can order every month, so you don't have to go all out and get the knife of the month and the big box. You can get a smaller box with just some of the basic items. So go check them out. If you guys are new to my channel, hit that big red subscribe button down below. I do a lot of videos about prepping and survival. And remember guys, knowledge weighs nothing.